Yo, what's up, thinkers? Some stuff messed up, so yeah, we're gonna just land you right where, like 18 minutes or so into the pod. Or if you want to listen to more, we got Spotify, we got Apple Podcasts, we got all that. So make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend, and yeah, enjoy.
Oh, I feel I'm ready to shit in different places. I feel like I need to shit in nature, but I want a beautiful scenery when I'm shitting. Like a beautiful, like I'm outside, the birds are chirping, and I'm looking like my face is just like this, and I'm looking, and I'm just taking the best shit of my life. And sometimes shit feel good. Like I want a good, like one of them good solid.
Okay,
shits.
I don't want to get too much into shit.
Right, but
you talking about outside?
Outside, and like
So a snake can bite you in your ass. And don't get me wrong, I know we shitted outside at one point, but so a
Yeah.
snake can bite you in your ass. So while you out there, the mosquitoes can be tearing your ass up, or flies, all them fucking insects. The moment they smell
it's fertilizer.
exactly. And the moment them fucking flies and insects smell shit, they're gonna go straight for your asshole.
I just feel like it would be a beautiful scene for me. You know how people want to have sex in different variations? I want to have sex in a beautiful scene. I want the mountains to look like a, what is that, water avion or avion? I want it to look like that.
Who is we shitting outside? I don't like that y'all say this we shit.
Cause I mean, I'm saying humans, like humans, we shit it outside. Like we ain't always have indoor
We
bathrooms and stuff. Okay. So at one point we was all outside, in a fucking slit trench or whatever, and you would do your thing. And when you go camping, for the most part, that's what you got to do too. So whatever lifestyle you trying to live, you might have to shit outside. I don't want to. If I'm a shit, I want to shit in an outhouse or something.
Nah, that don't do it for me.
The privacy of shitting.
I don't like the privacy. I want to be like I ain't gonna lie. Like I like the privacy of shitting, like of course with a porta potty and shit like that. Cause there's some people, like if you ever sat next to like some people, it's like
in the fucking bathrooms, like
yeah, like you be like, damn, I ain't going through it like that. But like I'm going through it, but I ain't going through it like that.
I feel like more people need bathroom courtesy, especially when I say more people, specifically the whites.
You're so fucking
for real, because it's just they have a habit of like. If I'm in the bathroom and I'm shitting, you don't come into that next stall, especially if there are multiple stalls.
That rule don't apply. That rule applies when you're in a urinal.
No, it still applies. If there are multiple empty stalls and I'm in that first stall and I'm shitting, why the fuck are you coming into the second one? You need to be a couple. Why you want to mix the smells or something? Then I gotta smell your shit. Like it's bad enough I'm already in there smelling my shit. Why are you coming to sit next to me while I'm taking a shit? Why? That is so invasive. It's like
in a public restroom.
Yes, go move over. You have other options.
No,
because what are you doing?
No, I will accept the urinal thing. You know what I mean?
So
like
you go when you going into the bathroom and you go choose to sit next to somebody who already shitting.
Yeah.
That is nasty. What's wrong? What's your thought process?
It's an open stall.
No,
it's a fucking good time.
I'm not. I'm sorry. Because even in the bathroom, I'd rather wait till people come out for the most part, unless I really just gotta go. But like, I don't like that. Because then I have to hear you shit too, and that makes me uncomfortable. And then I have to smell that. The moment I hear that. Then the smell comes up, and I'm in this bitch angry because why you did not have to sit next to me, my nigga?
I don't know. I think I don't see you. You know what I mean? It's
like a
shitty glory hole. Like I don't.
Oh my god! What the fuck? What?
I don't get to see you. So it's a mystery. Like whose legs are these? You know what I mean?
It shouldn't even be a mystery. You should be focused on shit, and you should not be focused on who in the next stall. I feel like give me some personal space, and like I don't know, it's just weird to come sit next to another person while they on the toilet.
Yeah, that's valid. That's valid.
It's a lot of ass we talking about.
Yeah, we are talking about a lot of butt today. I want to shout out a perfect butt.
Who got a perfect butt?
You
got to stop trying to talk about yourself, bro.
Well,
this is not the fucking platform.
I know.
Right now.
Listen.
Oh, that made me think about our conversation with Monique.
Oh, I was just talking. No, I do want to talk about that. Hold on. I was talking that shit to my coworkers, and Malik got so offended because I'm like, yo, Malik, you don't got ass, and he got so fucking offended. Like, if you really look at Malik and people who know Malik, y'all would say like he has no ass, like sweatpants, jeans. Malik is a white woman, flat back, bored. Everything. He got so mad. I was like, yeah, Vince got more ass than you. And he was like, no, he definitely don't got more than me. He was
so
really
serious. We in there. I'm like, bro, your shit don't even move. It don't do this. It don't do that. That nigga was in there so serious.
That's right.
He was hurt, and I don't know why. Cause it's like I ain't gonna lie. Like growing up, somebody I don't consider myself to like have like an enlarged butt the way that some men do. But like my little brother do, and he got made fun of.
Let me say that little motherfucker.
Shut the fuck up. He got made fun of, and so growing up, I was always happy. I'm like, you know, I ain't got to get made fun of for having a big butt or no weird shit. And that nigga was in there like, I got a fat ass. It's there. It's something.
He was really whiny about that shit.
He was.
But
people don't like having flat asses.
they don't. Actually, before we even get to that, I did see something on I seen something on Instagram, and it was, you know, of course the age old shit of, if you're a curvy big butt woman, you can't have a little dick. Mm-hmm. And I just, you know, I'm gonna just advocate for the little dicks, okay? I'm gonna be an advocate. I'm gonna be a little dick advocate. That's what we're gonna be. Well, I'm gonna be. Because not every man has size. You know, not every man doesn't have a baby leg. Not every man has can put their dick next to a fucking Febreze bottle or a remote. Once again, you might can put it next to a Roku remote. But it's other things that you can do to please a woman. You can be her best eater. You can be her best food getter. You can eat ass. It's things that you can do.
I thought you were advocating.
I am advocating because little dicks, like, you ever see like people that can get in like the little things in the ceilings when they doing the spy mission. Sometimes that's probably what a little dick is. Yeah, that's what a little dick is. Like, a big dick can't fit in certain crevices, but a little dick can hit angles where they can be whatchamacallit. So I'm saying, if you got a little dick, don't worry about it. You can do other things. You can be the best. You can be a great man. You know what I mean? Fuck. What? I don't know how to.
I don't know where you was going with that.
What the hell?
I would say like I don't know if you don't feel like you working with what you feel like you need to be working with, stop watching porn. Stop comparing yourself.
Porn will make you think your dick is little. I ain't gonna lie.
Really?
You grow up, you watch porn, and you watch niggas with dicks like this,
like a big ass dick.
Even as a kid, you like
elephant trunk
while you
dick.
still developing, you watching and you like. And again, we shouldn't be watching porn that young, but you watching and you comparing yourself, and you like, oh, well, when am I, and why is this, and all of that, and those things do play a factor for sure. And then you get older and shit, either you was blessed or you wasn't blessed, or maybe you just got enough to stick in there or whatever. And you know, everybody got their ups and downs, I guess. I don't know.
You might have big hands to make your dick look small.
I feel like that was my problem. I feel like I don't have a small dick. I just want to say that. Okay. I don't, and I'm confident to say that.
I do.
No.
And that's why I'm advocating. I'm a small, and if I've ever sent you a picture, that was Photoshop. That was somebody else's, you know?
Like, look, for real, because I'm more confident now than what I was when I was younger, because when you younger, your hands is like, my hands have always been big, and so like I'm holding.
You are an abnormal child, big ass.
So I'm always holding it, and I'm comparing it, and I'm like, okay, I don't know. It's like it's weird, but then it's like you get to a point where like you start just whipping that motherfucker out, and you see a reaction, and you see like there's a confidence that comes with that. And then I think also just being a little bit more secure with your body and just telling yourself like you can't help your dick size. That's not something you can control, or you know, there's nothing you can do that's going to change the way your dick look unless you chop that bitch off,
or you get the extension. Like you can get girth in
like
it.
A little thing.
Like well, the pump. I don't think the pump works. Yeah, I don't think the pump works.
I don't know about that shit. I don't know. Just be comfortable with your
I'm
dick, bro.
you
gotta have some self-confidence. That's really what it takes. Just a little self-confidence. Look at your body, and I don't know, kind of look at your body naked. I feel like that helps, and just become a little bit more comfortable.
Cry.
But
some people, I ain't gonna lie, like. It's not fair for like, you know, you can be like a great person, but like if the deal breaker be like, if you got a little dick, you're the shittiest person on the planet at that point. Like it's like, yeah, but your dick is a little, like, all right, put it to you like this. A girl, she's ugly in the face, but her ass is fat. An ass fat can trump any fucking thing in the world. Oh, she don't take care of her kids, but man, her ass fat.
I guess.
That's the same thing. Like, let's look on our lovely board. I really want to know. There we go. I really want to know what's to Oprah. Now I know this is a powerful woman we're talking about here. I gotta really tread the fuck lightly. Tread the fuck
She
lightly.
shut all this shit down. She pay for this building and shut
They
this
will
shit down.
never make it a day in Hollywood. Make sure that account is shadow banned. Make sure
The
everything
crazy
is up.
thing is, I used to really love Oprah and look up to Oprah up until I got on Twitter. Twitter is what fucked it up for me and Oprah.
So other people's opinions fucked up
No,
Oprah.
not other people's opinions. Other people
So
bringing facts and bringing.
How is that facts?
I would say bringing certain things to light. Monique, number one, brought facts to life.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna let you finish your point. I really hate the fuck out of Monique talks like about her husband. I don't
Daddy
know.
and
I
that-
don't like it.
I don't like
either.
that either.
I hate that shit. Is so nasty to me, and I
Yeah.
don't like it. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think it's uncomfortable for me just because I don't understand. To me, I think it's just nasty to refer to your partner as daddy, mommy, or whatever. I feel like it's incestuous. Like
Yeah.
you don't need to.
Have
I don't.
that-
That will make me so fucking soft and
Yeah,
really
like that's a
fast.
turn off.
I'm not your fucking father,
Like, Daddy,
Like-
and he told me, he said, Mama, I'm going to make sure you make it in Hollywood. And I said, Daddy, you know what? I'm going to sit on that dick.
And it'd be different to me because like if y'all had kids together and y'all are talking like in that regards, because like I've heard people be like, oh, ask daddy or ask mommy, ask
Yeah,
and
that's-
refer to them. That's very normal. But yeah, I spoke to my daddy.
Your kids
and
is
he-
grown.
It
Yeah.
feels
Your kids is
cultish.
30-ish.
It feels
Yeah.
cultish. I
But-
don't like it.
Monique she made a great point. She said a lot of motherfuckers are hating. They talking about our relationship, but it's just because y'all have not seen black people love like this, and then love
No,
probably
ain't no
or whatever.
whatever. No,
I do think that's what it is
no,
because
hell no,
and
bro.
I'm not talking about in regards to the daddy shit, but just in regards to their relationship, in regards to how everybody were making comments about him being present with all of the stuff with Tyler Perry, with Oprah, all of that, and people making comments and saying, why is he this close, or why is he even in the middle of anything? And she proved or not proved the point, but she made a great point and just said, why is that such a unfathomable thing? Unfathomable. I don't even know if I said that shit right.
Stop with the big
I
words,
don't
Ti.
find a problem with like her husband being in like meetings and things like that. I feel like you need that support.
Right.
So I don't think it's nothing wrong with that. I really feel like it's the weird daddy shit.
Yeah.
That daddy shit is weird.
And like, and at some moments, like he talks for her all the time. Like, and she just be like,
Yep.
yeah.
But I mean, he know
yeah,
what the fuck
Dad."
going on, and
Yeah,
so it
but-
ain't like even in that regard, I don't see nothing wrong with that because he knows what the fuck going on, and if she feels like okay, there needs to be more added, she can step in and she can add that. Monique ain't never gave off the impression that she's like timid or weak enough to not speak up for herself. So, you know, sometimes it's like it's good to sit back and let your partner handle shit. That's the same way like
of course.
if my order ain't come out right, I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna let my girl tell them like how my shit wasn't
I
right,
don't
even though
get
I can
that.
sit up and do that.
I don't know. I never got that. Maybe because I
shy.
haven't had a girl in a while, so I haven't had that luxury just yet.
So one of the things that I struggle with as a big person, right, is not being taken seriously
Okay.
in certain regards. And I remember telling motherfuckers like, hey, I said one time, you know, I was low-key like being followed. I feel like I was being followed on my way home. One time I'm walking past this fat-ass cemetery. It's a long-ass walk. It's a couple blocks. It's like blocks and blocks. I'm walking like 30 blocks. And this fucking car keeps coming around, and it's literally dark as fuck at night, but it's a red car, and that bitch just keeps turning around, like coming past me, and I'm noticing it. And I texted my family group chat. I say, hey, y'all, like I'm walking at such and such. I think somebody's trying to kidnap me. This and that. They're like, who trying to kidnap your big ass? And I was just like, Bitch, what the fuck? Big people can't be kidnapped. They talking about it's gonna be a hassle. It's gonna be this and that. Who trying to fight your big ass to get you into the car? And I'm like, nigga, I could literally get snatched at any fucking moment. Like, do y'all not think big people are less desirable to get kidnapped or some shit?
I ain't gonna lie. I thought I was an unattractive kid for not getting kidnapped. I feel like I've done like
You need to do healing. Because what the fuck?
in my mind.
What
like,
the fuck?
I ain't gonna lie. Like, you really can't. Like, I mean, it's black kids that do get kidnapped. Don't get me wrong. But it was just like me. Like, you get the rules. Like you get the instructions. Don't look at nobody, even if you know them. Like, my aunts would be mad as fuck because I'd be like, I don't know you. Who is you? Like, in broad public. Like, I just did not fuck around when it came to shit like stranger danger for real. So, like, as an adult, I could, yeah. As an adult,
That's
well,
crazy.
before I had a car, I could get kidnapped.
I think as a kid, I could definitely get kidnapped because I was very, very friendly as a kid.
Hey, you want some candy? You want to rub this puppy? Sure.
If it was a puppy, you could probably get me now with a puppy.
I ain't gonna lie, you couldn't get me with material things.
You
couldn't get me with you couldn't get me with
You can't
candy,
tell,
ice cream.
No,
now
not that.
y'all was talking about that fucking machine shit earlier, the little ice cream machine. That's probably was a get off back in the day, because kids gonna follow that fucking truck. That should have been the thing. That's why pedophiles don't think.
Nigga, pedophiles do think. What do you mean?
Nope.
Motherfuckers
Kid
was
catch
definitely
me.
using
No,
ice
you're not
cream
gonna
trucks
give
to
them no
kidnap
ideas on
kids.
this platform.
I'm not.
Them niggas was definitely using ice cream
Yeah,
trucks.
he right. Nah,
Oh, shit.
motherfuckers really don't think. Like, if you had a fucking something that would attract kids, I know this sounds really fucking crazy coming out my fucking
Because
mouth.
it sound like you trying to give out
No,
instructions.
I'm not
and
trying to
shit.
get out instructions. You know what? I'll leave that alone.
Okay,
y'all
Dahmer.
niggas who do that, get creative. I don't know.
Get creative. You
Not
niggas who-
get creative, but you know what I mean. No.
You niggas who do that, drive your fucking van off the side of a cliff or
There you
something.
go.
Do
That's
the
what I
world a
meant.
favor
Get
and just.
creative to kidnap kids. It's crazy.
You know what the fuck I
Oh,
bet.
Nasty work.
I don't know. I don't think I was ever scared of really getting kidnapped for the most part, just because I was always around my fucking family, and I feel like I just feel like if a motherfucker tried to kidnap me, I would be okay. I'm gonna either beat your ass enough to where you not going to fuck with me, or I'm gonna annoy you and you're gonna have to just drop me off somewhere. And I had this thing that I used to practice because I saw it in a fucking movie. And so sometimes I would be in the back of the fucking car and I would be scratching my arm every time we like made a circle, or not a circle, but like made a right. And that way I could trace myself back if I needed to,
Your
if I was
arm
ever
was
blown.
fucked up of
I
fucking
would
scratches.
just scratch. It'd be like a little ash or whatever. But if I was ever blindfolded, I was going to get back to where I needed to get back to.
What the fuck?
What if they was just doing a whole bunch of donuts and shit?
I would have
fucking
beat
car.
that because I would have I would have noticed, like, nigga, we done went into 4 circles. I mean, we done went into 4, we done made 4 rights. That's a whole circle.
I don't know. Keisha took a lot of risks for me being her only child. Like, she really just sent me off. Like, I was 8 years old taking like public transportation.
Oh, no.
It was, like, and she trusted, like, it was people in the fucking back of the bus and some shit like that. And she was like, hey, and I see them every day going to the like the bus to go to school. And she was like, hey, make sure my son gets, you know, to where he needs to go and shit like that. I was like, you had a lot of trust in fucking strangers. Like,
But
they
shit-
could have just went like.
You could trust people at one point, though. People
No,
wasn't
but
so-
that's the problem. Remember we seen all them documentaries and they thought they could
Yeah.
trust that one dude that took their kid?
But no, they was dumb as fuck. Because how he fucking both of y'all and y'all don't
He
think he
did fuck
fucking y'all
the
kid.
mom, the dad.
What?
He took the daughter. The daughter fell in love. Like, it was a lot. That documentary was
It
crazy.
was some weird ass shit.
I feel like I've seen it.
It was because you probably did. The shit went viral because he was like, the nigga, he was like, yeah, and I just didn't know what to do, so I was just jacking him off, and I was doing this, and then he was fucking my wife.
Yeah.
And it's like, what is wrong with y'all? How this nigga come in and fuck up all y'all? I definitely would. It would have
But
been
no,
slow.
like seriously though, like my mom definitely had me like being babysit by a lot of people.
Well, I hate
And
it.
all
though.
those people could have been like weird. As
Weird as
Like,
shit.
my mama had me like getting babysit by somebody who was like a blood. That's crazy.
You was safe. As
You
long
was
as
safe, yeah.
But you better put down that blue
Blue,
mic.
yeah, you have a blue mic right
Uh-huh.
now.
Look at
Shit.
you. You don't even know. And that blue hat. You said fuck where
Yup.
you came from.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Neighborhood.
Bought the bookies.
But it's time for us to get a little serious for our listeners. I know we got a little serious mid episode, but it's time for us to get a little serious for our deep cut listeners. It's been a lot of controversy from my favorite rapper, and I'm tired of all these Philadelphians getting these gay allegations on them. And there's nothing wrong with gay people and the gay allegations, but it's just y'all targeting my favorite people at this point, which is Meek Mill and Will Smith.
Oh, Will Smith was in that?
No, not in that, but
I was
he
about to
just
say,
he just had
shit,
gay
Diddy
allegations
out
and
here
shit.
wildin'.
So
I was about to say,
yeah, what did you want to give your little takes on Diddy and his little Diddy party?
Did you want to talk about it first? Talk about what Diddy
Well, I
was-
don't really know all the ins and outs, so I was just gonna leave that to you.
Okay, so allegedly, so I don't know. I've been on social media for these last few days, and allegedly there was a report that came out stating that there was video evidence of P. Diddy, whatever the fuck you want to call him, Puff Daddy,
Puff
whoever.
Daddy, Mr. Take That,
I don't know his real
literally
name.
and
Stop.
allegedly.
You were nasty. But he, the nigga, allegedly there's video of him and Meek Mill having sexual contact.
It's a video. I thought it was just in the.
It's allegedly there's a video.
Okay.
Of him and Meek Mill having sexual contact. Then there's also pictures or whatever of him being in the same places as minors or whoever. And people have been coming out and saying this is them or this ain't that or whatever. But I've been seeing a lot of conversation in regards to the Meek Mill and Diddy situation. And I've been seeing a lot of people make jokes and laugh at his expense. I've been seeing a lot of homophobia come out and just a lot of stuff. And did anybody ever, I don't know, do we ever sit and think, bitch, why are you crying?
That shit is like. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
What the
That
fuck?
shit threw me the fuck
What
off.
the fuck?
I said, damn, it's real
But-
out here.
It's like, do we ever just take into consideration the mental and emotional health of black men? Like, do we ever say, hey, is this nigga okay, instead of us coming straight for laughs and giggles and shit? Because to me, it wasn't funny. Like, I talked to my frat brothers about it. One of the first things I said was, if this was some shit where he was fucking around and he was just doing what he was doing or whatever, cool, whatever, that's his business. But I'm like, if this is some shit where this is something he had to do in order to make his way up into the industry, that is very sad and horrific. Because again, why do people keep getting put in these situations where they have to do things, or you have to go against your integrity, whatever, in order to be able to elevate yourself, especially while dealing with people who look like you? I feel like that's very sad to have to even deal with that. And then I look at I'm sorry, did you have something?
I did have something to add to that. Like I've been seeing a lot of that on about like just Diddy in general, and everybody was like, we should have known. First of all, motherfuckers, we just became adults. We can't act like we knew what the fuck Diddy was to us as kids, as people as coming up. We thought Diddy was like the height of being successful. It was Jay-Z and then it was Diddy. So I can't be like, oh, I knew the signs all along. This is new news to me.
Right.
Like, I mean, as I got older, the shit gets
you start
crazy.
to notice patterns. and
Yeah,
shit.
but it's just like, I just became an adult to notice some shit like that. Nigga, that's some shit my mom would be like on Twitter or some shit be on Facebook. Like, I knew it because when he was doing this with Biggie and all that shit, that's more.
how my mother-in-law is.
You know what I mean? Like, that makes more sense. And I think I'm tired of people just jumping on that bandwagon of, oh, we should have known and all that part. Like, I'm not saying, like, it's disgusting if it is true and if it is the things that he's done for people and whatever the case is. But I'm not going to. If it is true, just be penalized. He needs to be penalized for it.
Definitely
held
accountable for his actions, and everybody who was that victim needs to be compensated and treated however they need to be treated. Not saying that compensation always heals wounds or whatever, but it's easier to pay for therapy when you have a check to do that. So I do think that's important too. I also think too, like, again, back to just being able to care about black men specifically, mental health and emotional health. We just seen Cassie go through this whole little court case with him, and it was very fast.
Yes.
Shit got paid for very fast. And we were all very supportive and very understanding to her and for her in this situation. And I don't understand how we lack empathy and sympathy for Meek Mills in this situation, regardless of true or not, whatever the situation is. Too many people ran to social media and thought that was a funny situation or thought it was something to make light of or something to make a joke about. And again, we got a lot of men who, this is why there's rape culture within our own culture. This is why things don't get stopped when it needs to be stopped. You got a man who somehow some shit came forward about him. We don't know what's going on, why he had to do whatever, or if he did it on his own. And again, if he did it on his own, that's his business. He a grown ass man. It is what it is. But if that was something he was told he had to do in order to elevate, then that is a problem. That's a rape situation. That's sexual coercion or whatever you want to call it. And that is very, very sad. And it needs to be handled. And I feel like this is again why so many black boys go their whole lives without ever being able to speak up and say, yeah, I was touched, I was this and that, this happened. So much goes on and we are so homophobic that so many young boys go up and they never get to say, yeah, this is my story, this is what happened. Because look at how shit unfolded the moment stuff came out. If that was, nobody was like, oh, well, Cassie was back there doing this and that, and oh, this and that. People, realized like that shit was fucked up, and I don't understand how we can't lend that same sympathy to Meek Mills right now in that situation.
But I think we just need to just stop making it like a bad thing. Like if you're gay, I think if it wasn't such a bad thing or in the forefront of being quote unquote, if it's disgusting or if it's tied, because you know even in the 90s that was tied. Oh well, you're nasty because you contracted HIV and you're gay. This is, and those two like intertwined to each other. I think if we just stop putting some nasty connotations towards things and be more accepting of, all right, well, this person likes this and that. Why does that bother you? You know what I mean? I think that's the real question. Why does this bother you? Are you fighting something? And it's okay for you not to be your cup of tea. You don't have to be involved in it. You don't even have to discuss in the conversation with it. You don't have to do anything, honestly, if it bothers you that much. And I think that we struggle with that as far as not like us, but I'm saying as a community wise, we struggle with that is not accepting. You know what I mean? And then once it is normalized by somebody deemed it as a higher up, we're like, oh, yeah, this is great. This is good. My cousin's gay. This person's gay. You know what I mean? So it's just like we need to just stop. If Meek Mills is gay, fuck it. He got a new fan base. You know what I mean? If Will Smith was gay, fuck it. It don't matter. It don't put no money in my pockets. It don't make me feel no different. The person makes good art.
And that is really the whole point of it too. Like that's what we need to focus on and get back to as the person in their artistry or whatever. Even I don't give a fuck if Meek Mill's been gay this whole time. Y'all was still listening to the nigga. Y'all still was bumping his shit. You still whatever your thoughts is on him. You was still listening to his shit and you was still rapping it. And so even if let's say he is gay, let's say if that is the case and it wasn't no weird shit. It was just him having his fun. Hopefully, whatever it is, it was that. Hopefully, he's just having his fun, and it was consensual or whatever. Yeah. But if the nigga has been gay his whole life and you've been bumping his shit, what's changed? Nothing has changed besides the fact that now you're in the know, and now that's the only thing that changed. What nothing in his music changed. Nothing in his character, for the most part, changed. There's not too much of a difference in who he is, like. Or who you thought he was this whole time versus who you come to realize he is or whatever.
I think, and I'm gonna give a word for our sponsors after I make this point.
I'm sorry.
I think we just need to stop thinking that gay means less of a man.
Facts.
And I think that if we get that wrapped around our heads, I think a lot of things will be acceptable. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of great people. Yes, they might have a preference on liking the same sex, but they are great advocates for our community. They might be great advocates in entertainment or anything of that nature. So I think we need to stop getting that, oh, well, you're less than because you like a man doing this to you. No, like, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of men that allow women to do a bunch of crazy shit to them and but he's still manly. No, that's, you know what I mean? Like, cut the shit. Stop having that double standard. But let me give a word to our sponsors.
I feel like with the Meek Mill thing, the reason why people were on him so bad is because Meek Mill sometimes don't know how to shut up.
Yeah,
when it comes to certain situations. and he like overdoes something. Like, so when that came out about him, being around underage girls and the Diddy shit, he went on Twitter to say like, "Oh no, y'all, I love pussy. Pussy this, pussy that." And it's just like, I get what y'all saying, like, accept him for who he is, if that is the case. I mean, maybe that's probably why he was doing that, because he felt like nobody would.
What?
I don't think Meek Mill is gay in general. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
Once I found out people were gay, I don't put shit past nobody. No more. So
I don't really care if he is or not. Like you said, like his music's still gonna be the same and everything like that. So I don't really give a fuck if he is or not. But I don't know. This is weird.
Sorry. No, go ahead.
I was
ahead,
just
Bookie.
gonna say, shut the fuck up. I just don't like the like laughter, the ostracizing, and the like. It's not, to me. It's a serious situation right now. This ain't shit for us to be making fun of or making light of. We don't know though. We don't know the situation. But like, we can all be like, oh, we don't think he was raped, or we don't think anything happened, because he's a man. And I feel like that a lot of times that's how we look at things. We be like, well, he's a man. He wouldn't let that happen. It's Meek Mills. He wouldn't do this, or he wouldn't do that. And hopefully, allegedly, or whatever, hopefully nothing happened. And hopefully that is the situation and nothing happened between them. But at the same time, maybe something did. And maybe that was something he got put into. And again, we hear all the time, a lot of men will come up and be like, yeah, I got put into the situation. Somebody kept pressing me, or I got pressed for this and that. And to a certain point, you want to make it through. And I'm not saying that just means do whatever, but at the same time, we shouldn't be put in those positions where I have to choose between opportunity and my integrity at the same time.
Social media, regardless, if he did say like, you know what, y'all, I am like that, then they'll still tear him to shreds, like whether he admits it or not. And it is a problem. I will say that.
Niggas, we can't turn around, and not even just with homophobia, but everything. We can't keep turning around and being like, hey, I need to be accepted for being fat. I need to be accepted for being dark skinned. I need to be accepted for being short. I need to be accepted for being ugly. I need to be accepted for being talentless. I need to be accepted for all these things. And then when something happens to somebody else, we in that moment and we laughing and we pointing fingers and we kicking people while they down. That's lame as fuck.
Yeah. So, like always, like every episode, we are going to leave with a positive message to get through the week. So, what is your positive message to get through the week? Make it short, make it brief, because you've been...
I'm sorry that...
You've been Vince Farrakhan today.
Have I?
Yes.
I don't feel like I have, but I don't know. Treat people the way you want to be treated. That's
a golden rule.
The golden rule, the ultimate message. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Be a reflection that people can bounce off of. Be a reflection of positivity for somebody else, and that way they can maybe be positive. Spread the fucking message. Spread the love. Whatever you need to do in order to make this world a little bit better.
My positive message is, sometimes God deals you the wrong hand, and you might have to work with the hand that you got.
Is this about the little dick?
Yeah, it is. So if you got a little man, it's a place, it's a niche, it's going to be a community. Some people, like Vince said, some people are going to laugh at you while you're saying, hey, my dick is disformed, my dick doesn't look like this dick, my dick is not as big as it could be. But it's a community out there for you. It's an outreach program for you. I'm pretty sure you can get a grant for having a small dick, because it might be a disability. A disability check might be for abnormal dick syndrome. So, I want our viewers and people who listen to us to really think about all the things that you can do outside of sexual acts and having a little dick. So if you ever need help, make sure you hit us at Awkward Thinking on TikTok or Instagram and say, hey, I have a little meat and I need help. Please, no pictures, no fucking videos, because I know motherfuckers get weird like that. But yeah, Sharice, anything?
I want to say you have two choices in life, right? You can either lean with it Or you can rock with.
Sharice, you are slow as fuck for that.
What will you choose today? What will you choose today? Will you lean with it or will you rock with it? That's all I gotta say.
Golly. All right.
Thank you for being awkward with us. Make sure you tap that link in our bio or you share.
That's not even how we end the fucking show.
Shut the
Thank
fuck
you for
up.
being awkward with us. See you next week. Woo!